Alrighty guys, it's now episode 2 of the Glorious Masquerade event. So I got 5 days left and I'm really gonna try my best to maybe get entirely through book 2 tonight. I'm not sure yet. It all depends on how long my voice can last me. So yeah, I'm slowly but surely working my gems back up to 300. I'm hoping I can probably get there before the event ends so I can maybe do one more 10 pull. But yeah, we'll see. Let's go ahead and get started on the event. Book 2! Exciting. Oh, they're hungry. Is Ruggy with them? I didn't see. Is it Ruggy or Rugi? I can't decide. Now, I believe Group A consists of myself, Deuce, and Apple, correct? Yes, sir. I'm ready when you are, Azul. Where should we start? Do either of you have anything you'd especially like to do? I'm not sure. I haven't actually been on many trips before. Same. But I guess I'd like to do something you can only do here. Rather vague answers, but not unexpected ones. I had a feeling you wouldn't have any specific ideas. You're in luck, though. I did research beforehand and formulated some plans. Now, if you ask me what should be prioritized on a trip, I would say gustatory, olfactory, and tactile experiences. You can't get those through books or the internet after all. I believe cuisine is the most efficient way to understand a local culture since it develops according to the region's very soul. What would the two of you say to that approach? I'm losing you both, aren't I? I'm suggesting we go eat some of the local foods. Oh, I get it now. Sounds good to me. I was just getting a little hungry. I'm up for that too. I trust you have the Floor City maps you were given beforehand. Let's visit the busiest parts of town first. Okay. Wow, just look at this place. It's incredible. You know, Harveston's in the Shoplands too, but the streets and houses here look so different. I wonder if it's this busy because of the festival. Hardly. Floor City is always bursting with life. Why, hello there, Rolo. You have impeccable timing. We're hoping to sample some of your iconic foods to better acquaint ourselves with the city itself. Huh. Well, if I were to name something representative of our city, it would be the bread, I take it. I did a little research on your fair city before we left. Oh, very industrious of you. It's nothing so grand, really. Would you be willing to recommend a bakery to us? Wait, bread? I mean, I like bread as much as the next guy, but we can get that anywhere. It's hard to imagine it as an iconic food. Come on, bro. Literally anything can change, what bread tastes like. Like, there's that, you can't get better croissants out of France because they say it's because the water makes it taste amazing, right? So, anyway, that's just a little rant, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. The breads from the cafeteria in school are great, and what I can get in the Queendom of Rose is just as... You smell that? Whoa, something smells amazing. It's making me super hungry. Me too. It hit me the moment I caught a whiff of that goodness. I detect a strong scent of butter as well as the pleasant aroma of baking bread. There's a long-standing bakery I'm rather partial to nearby, and it smells like they just finished baking a fresh batch. Let's pay them a visit. Alright guys, we had to do a little skip there, because I guess I didn't have enough history lessons done to continue it, so we're gonna go ahead and just continue where we left off. Simply incomparable. Got any volume on? Whoopsie. There we go. Whoa, check out all the pastries. This is like 10 times bigger than any of the bakeries on Sage's Island. Actually, probably like 20 times bigger. They do have a surprisingly large selection. We have a long tradition of bread baking in Floor City. Our flour has been milled by a windmill on the edge of town since the old days. Our bakers use the freshest flour, which shows in the final product. There are numbers of famous bakeries here. More recently, they started using a water mill on the soil to mill the flour as well. Demand creates supply, and supply creates demand. A truly wonderful cycle. Now that I know every step of the process is done here, I'm even more interested in trying some. I'm pleased to hear it's a privilege to be able to provide you with a glimpse into our culture. Honestly, if I could skip the history lesson and just bite into a whole hunkin' loaf right now. Yeah. Come now, shouldn't you boys be taking this time to learn about Floor City? I'm sure Riddle and Vil impressed you what a valuable learning opportunity this is. It's not all fun and games. Okay, that wasn't me. Me either, which means... Rello, which type of bread would you suggest we try? They sure changed the topic quick. Who knew Azel's stomach could be that loud? I would suggest these. A croissant. They look a little plain compared to the other pastries, like the ones filled with fruit and chocolate. Croissants are special, though. They're filled with nutrients that invigorate the townsfolk's mind and body. They are far superior to the typical loaves of bread or baguettes. Their taste is simply incomparable. I always make a point of having a croissant on special occasions. After such a ringing endorsements, I feel I must try one. Oh, it's still warm and it smells great. I can't wait. Down the hatch. Bro, Vil would kill Apple right now if he heard him. It's fantastic. What a distinctive wheaty flavor. I believe I'm tasting the blend of bread flour, cake flour, and whole wheat flour. Fresh butter and aromatic dough form layers, which gives the pastry an unbelievably light, crispy texture. Can you really tell between 3 different flours when you... I'm confused. I don't think I've ever heard of using 3 different flours in one pastry, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. But maybe it is real. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. The sweet glaze on top brings out the natural sweetness of the dough itself, all accentuated by a rich, salty butter flavor. I could eat a whole plate of these. I'm already eating one, but Azul's just making me hungry. I'm gonna go get another. Me too. In fact, I'll get 2 more. You two sure have healthy appetites. What can I say? They're super good. You could get another one too, Azul. That's alright. I prefer a more systematic approach to my energy intake. Besides, I wouldn't want to fill up purely on bread. This place has wheat in abundance, and you know what that means, don't you? What does that mean? I can't think. Nope, I don't follow. Neither do I. Go on and tell us, Azul. What is he? Man. Wow, you're so honest. Maybe too honest. Being around you is throwing me off. It's probably because we don't run in the same circles. I'm implying that Floor City is also known for its sweet confections. Indeed we are. You really have done your research. There's a popular pâtissier nearby. Allow me to take you there. Definitely good, but here we are. I can smell the sugar. Oh look, Trace made one of those things before. They were unbelievable. What were they called again? Financiers? Okay. They're made with wheat flour, almond flour, and brown butter. You can just see how buttery they are. I imagine they're a bit calorie dense. They taste as rich as they look, quite befitting the given name Financier. You see how they look like bars of gold? They say those who eat them will line their pockets with riches. Riches, huh? Sounds like the perfect treat for you, Azul. I don't believe in leaving things to chance, but I suppose I'll do something. But I suppose doing something for good luck couldn't hurt. What's the difference? Oh, there's a whole world of difference between simply hoping for providence while doing nothing and covering every possible base. I think I get it, maybe? It means there's no point in crossing your fingers and hoping for good grades on a test if you don't bother studying for it. Oof. Rolo, are there any of these treats supposed to improve test scores? I'm afraid not. Oh, too bad. Isn't that just terrible, Deuce? Ugh, I can't even argue with that. A lesson learned then. If you can't take the heat, get out of the patio, sir. Patio. But if you're ever truly in need of help, my doors are always open for a call, straight. While we don't have any academic panacea, we do have many other sweets lately. I've noticed gluten-free confections growing more common. This right here is their best seller. Ooh, that looks so yummy! Whoa, are those macarons? They certainly are, though a bit oddly shaped. They're shaped like bells. They're meant to look like the Bell of Solace. Ah, of course. They're small enough that I could just pop one in my mouth. I think I'll have one. It's nice and sweet. I should bring some back for the guys in Hartslebule. Unfortunately, macarons do not keep well. They're a treat people can only experience when they visit here. The yellow color was a good choice to evoke the bell, and the ganache filling is as refreshing as it is delicious. Ah, and I believe those are little nuggets of dried grapes and apples in there too. They look like colorful jewels. They're definitely good, but not filling at all. Why do you look so unimpressed, Apple? I thought macaroons were your favorite food. How'd you know that? Likes and dislikes are the first thing you should look into when you want to get closer to someone. But was my intel mistaken? Would you prefer something with a stronger flavor profile? No, I'm good, I think. Excellent, then my intel bears out. Go on, Ethel, have as many as you'd like. Thanks. A caring house warden. Is this a general store? That's right, go on ahead and have a look around. It looks like the perfect place to do some souvenir shopping. True, perhaps I'll pick out a few things for the Octagonal students. What? What's with that reaction? It's rather rude, you know. Basil? Buying souvenirs for students? What's so surprising about that? You're going to actually give them away for free? That's generally what you do with gifts, yes? What do you two take me for? I'm capable of caring for my fellow Octagonals. This is a fine chance to convey my gratitude to them. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Sorry for suggesting otherwise. Golly, Bill said you were greedy and told me to be careful around you. But you're a caring house warden as well. Just so. I'm a very caring house warden. Though I never said I wouldn't expect anything in return. What's this? Wooden blocks with letters on them? Those are study aids for children, building blocks to help them learn the alphabet. There's a letter on one side and a word starting with that letter on the opposite side. Children in Floor City use them all the time. Neat, let's see what kind of words they have. Apple for A, baby for B. That's cute. And for F is festival. That's way too big of a word, don't you think, for a baby block? There's a picture of children playing at a festival under the word. They're easy to understand and fun to look at. Yeah, I bet kids would love these blocks and learn a lot from them. In the past, lessons were more demanding. Children had to study much larger and more complex words. People complained that the curriculum was too hard for children to understand. So nowadays, building blocks with simple words are more common. It's deplorable, really. So these are building blocks. We don't have them in the Coral Sea. What fascinating toys. Wait, you don't use building blocks under the sea? No, wood doesn't tend to last long underwater. They're not common. We do have study aids made from shells, though. Do all land children play with building blocks? Nah, I don't remember playing with any. I mean, I might have just forgotten, but Mom says I always loved playing outside. Yeah, my family says I was always big on sledding and climbing trees, lots of outdoor stuff. You're both so active. Even if I'd been born on land, I doubt our paths would have crossed. Well, I still need to find a souvenir that would last. I still need to find a souvenir that would be easy to hand out to a large group. I'll look around for a bit longer. Certainly, I'll take my leave then. I should go check on the others. Thank you for so kindly showing us around. I'm sure we'll see more of each other later. We've eaten our fill and procured souvenirs. Let's stroll over to the festive grounds, shall we? Okay. Oh man, that's a lot of stalls. I see fruit, vegetables, bread, fish, processed meats, cheeses. They even have antique shops as well. I suppose there are no restrictions on what shops can sell here. One could do brisk business if they planned well and avoided competition. There's no shortage of customers either. Yes, what a fine place for trade. You always see things as a seller rather than a buyer, huh? Of course, I have to keep a sharp eye out at all times or else I can miss a golden opportunity. Oh, hey, if it ain't Deuce's group. Hello, Group A, are you enjoying yourselves? Why, hello, Professor Train, and greetings to you as well, Emmeline and Grimm. Yes, we're having a most enlightening time. I do so enjoy field work. And anything interesting? Oh yes, we found the perfect study aids for Deuce. Oh, you bugger. What are you? Wait, you're not talking about the building blocks, are you? Don't believe him, Emily. That's just Hazel's idea of a joke. Are you about to walk around this street? We could join you if you'd like. I'd be delighted to have your invaluable guidance, Professor Train. By all means do. Welcome aboard. Oh hey, that stall there sells accessories. What's this? Looks like a necklace. The pendant's a wooden frame with some kind of netting inside. What an odd design. That's just a dinky rock in the center. Boring. My ribbon looks way cooler than that janky necklace. You're really into your outfit, huh? Let me see. Ah, that's classified Floor City charm necklace. Well, I took you for a tourist, but you do know your stuff. Anyone my age would know that. What's the charm supposed to do? There's an old saying about it. When you wear this woven band, you hold the city in your hand. That's cute. Interesting, so when someone wears it, they become rich enough to buy a city? Do I have that right? Hard to say. Nobody knows what it's really supposed to mean these days. So no one knows what it does? That's kind of a letdown considering it's a charm. I recall more stalls carrying them last time I was here. Yeah, well, they're kind of hard to explain and they went out of style a while ago, and nowadays tourists barely know what they are, so they're more for locals more than anyone else. A curious design with a cryptic meaning. I'd get a kick out of that. I think I'll pick up two for Jade and Floyd. So you're getting souvenirs for them too. More like compensation for minding the dorm while I'm out. The necklaces are suitable and not too expensive. Say, Emmeline, are you and Grim buying gifts for people? I'm still looking for just the right thing. It's always wise to be careful. You let me know if you find anything particularly memorable. I might consider picking it up for myself. I'm good as long as I can eat my weight in snacks. But hey, maybe I'll get Ace something if I feel like it. Glad I'm in Group A. What happened? So your group has been exploring the city in a systematic manner, following Ashengrada's lead. And it sounds like Spade and Felmar have been both cooperative and eager. We should be on our way, but keep up your learning. Consider your knowledge a prize you'll take back to school. Thank you very much for your time. We'll see you again when we have time to meet up. We've still got time before then, right? What else can we do? How about... Deuce, Apple. Yes? Here, these are for you. I picked them up while I bought the necklaces. Really? What a pretty bag. Oh, there's a pencil in here. Apple is red and mine is yellow, huh? Wait, these are gifts for us? Yes, they are. What's the catch? There's none. I bought them to commemorate this day. Really? Wow, that's so nice of you. I feel like since you got it for me, it'll help me study better. Yeah, same. I'm feeling a bit better about my next grade already. I'm surprised though, I didn't expect you to get us a gift. Apparently, the local company that makes them has been doing so for ages. They're meant for sketching, but I tried one out and it felt nice to write with. I hope they'll give you more motivation to apply yourselves to your studies. Thank you! You're so easy to talk with, Aslan. You've got a great sense of humor, too. I actually thought you'd be more intimidating. Yeah, I'm glad I'm in Group A now. To think one little pencil was all it took to soften them up. My plan was to befriend some trusting freshmen so the next few years at school would be easier. These two are alarmingly credulous. I can only imagine how rough Phil and Riddle have it. You two make me fearful for Night Raven College's future. Why is that? I'd like you both to ponder that very question. Now, let's move on, shall we? There's more to see and only so much time. Lead the way. We have to go to the next group now? Who shall it be? Ida! Time to hit the road. Field work is just a fancy term for unstructured wandering time. Absolutely terrible for loners. Still, it's better than when teachers go, okay, time to make your own groups, but not very much. Anyway, the Team Star members are... Beep! Greetings, I'm not even gonna try. Team Star consists of yourself, Silver, Ruggy, and Amoy. Such a bright smile, the sheer extrovert aura is no joke. If only Azul were here to balance it out with some shadiness. Oh, you think it's too bright out? I guess the brim of your hat isn't all that wide. That won't do at all. Would you like to borrow my hat? Wow, Rook here is oblivious as Kaleem. Reminds me of our good old facepalm brigade. Oh hey, Rookie's got some shade going on underneath his little athletic exterior. But is it just me, or are we all talking on different wavelengths? What are we, an adventuring party from an Isekai transmigration novel? Can't make heads or tails of what you say either, you know. I've got a feeling this group's gonna be a train wreck in progress. Well, what would everyone like to see in Floor City? I want to check out some local handicrafts and specialty goods. After all, we're having a feast. Free meal tonight. Are you looking for souvenirs? I was hoping to buy one for Lily and myself. Perusing popular products could provide an insight into Floor City itself. I like that idea. Yeah, I'd like to pick something out for Ortho while we're exploring too. I want to get the main quest out of the way fast, that way the job here will be basically done. Our job is attending the social. The social's already begun for me. Sounds like we've got a consensus, so let's get questing. Time to hit the road. Look at Ida take charge. Good for him. Alright, everybody, you now have dog camp. I was just going through the footage of the previous 3 chapters, and I saw him little wiggles and stuff, so there, you guys might wanna watch the baby move around a little bit. So yeah, let's just carry on with where we left off then. I had to do a couple of, I think, flight lessons, so that's why I went and did the editing for the previous few parts already. Oh, how stunning. Just feel the history emanating from the city streets, not to mention there are flowers growing everywhere. How fragrant Real City is. Beauty, flowers, colors, lights, festivities. The sheer sparkliness is overwhelming. It is truly just a mood. Yes, it truly puts me in a lively mood. Pretty much everyone around here dresses like us. I thought we'd stick out like sore thumbs, but nope, we look right at home. I desperately want to get this walk over with as fast as humanly possible. Is Ida's hair short in this? Can he just like, or is it all in his hat? Or is it because it's like, is his hair like actually flames? Or can he just manipulate it to make it as short or long as he wants? I don't know. It's an interesting question to ask, I guess. Because I know in his winter His winter skin, he has the super long braid, but I don't know. Anyway, back to it. So, hey, the map says there's a flea market in this area. That could cover all of our needs. Interesting, we should check it out. I love flea markets. Ah, what a lovely flea market. The splendor of colorful tents makes my heart go pitter-patter. Oh yeah, I wonder what kind of finds I can dig up. Oh hey, someone dropped their hat. Whoa! It's filled with coins. You're right, it's an upside-down hat with coins inside. They're in front of every shop. Okay, I know what's going on here. Someone lost this. Wouldn't it be best if I picked it up? Somehow I doubt it'd make it back to its owner. Lol. Surely you're not thinking of pilfering the contents of the hat. Ah, bonjour, blah blah blah. My friend with the ornate handkerchief. Rolo does not seem impressed by Rook. Were you by chance addressing me with that Roy title? But of course. He's asking because there's nothing of course about it. Don't worry, we're not trying to steal anything. Reggie thought someone lost this and wanted to return it to its owner. Yeah, I resent that accusation. Oh, is that so? I beg your pardon then. No one lost it. People put their money in those hats when making purchases. Wait, so, like, these beaten old hats are their cash registers? Indeed. Have these people even heard of security? Pardon? It's a long-time standing Floor City tradition. There's saying that if you place a hat upside down and put money in it, the money will find its way back to you in no time, even if it gets lost. And so people just leave hatfuls of money out in the open? I know shopkeepers can see them, but anyone could swipe one and run. This must be a really safe part of town. Indeed it is. We pride ourselves on the practice. It's a symbol of how peaceful we really are. The whole place would go bankrupt if someone like Ruggy set up a shop here. I think that is a compliment. Yes, well, sadly we still get ill-mannered outsiders visiting our city, especially around festival time. So the people in town always form a city watch to keep peace this time of year. See that figure standing under those lights, and the one in front of the building behind us? They're part of it. The way they stand does remind me of guards. Yikes, good thing you told me all this now. The City Watch is made up of volunteers who are inspired by the righteous judge. Tales claim the righteous judge was an ardent proponent of improving city security during his time. It's a wonderful thing. We must deter any and all wrongdoings. Agreed, when someone does something wrong, it's important to give them a chance to reflect on their mistakes. I'm going to be completely honest. Rolo right now is totally giving me there is no war in Ba Sing Se vibes right now. Oh man. Oh, I do not remember in what direction the story goes in at all, so I'm really interested in seeing what his, what's going on in his head. I do not remember. Wouldn't it be easier to set up security cams and sensors rather than having people stand guard around town? It seems to me like digital solutions could manage their money and peacekeeping efforts more effectively while letting everyone rest. And again, I guess you're not supposed to change up traditions, that's like the whole point. It's simply marvelous how your peaceful city of happy residents instills its citizenry with a sense of diligence and pride. Serious craftsmanship. Well, let's take a look around at what's for sale, shall we? What fine weather we're having. A perfect day for treasure hunting, is it not? Yes, I agree, absolutely. Have a look around at whatever you like. So, are you from the Shaftlands, Rook? My homeland is the Sunset Savannah. Then how are you fitting in so well? Yeah, the way you act is like you were born and raised here. You honor me. It's because of how bright, friendly, and beautiful the people of this city are. I read up a bit on Floor City beforehand and found that it's practically bursting with art. One of my favorite plays is set in this very city, in fact. The potential new discoveries I can make set my very soul aflame. Too much energy, I can't deal. Ah! And we have stumbled upon some beauteous works already. Look at the tiny wooden figures on sale here. Are they not delightful? How cute! Huh, neat. Those are some really old-fashioned toys. I see a lot of similar figures at the other stalls as well. Yes, they're one of our traditional crafts. No one knows their exact origins, but people have made them for a long time. Old wooden figures have been found within our school's bell tower as well. Oftentimes, they're sold with miniature wooden houses. Oh, you're right. The model buildings for the sale. There are model buildings for sale too. They're pretty big. This one is a model of Noble Bell College. See the bell tower in it? This one here looks familiar to me, and so does this one. Why, they're all identical to the view we saw from the bell tower. It's a miniaturized version of the entire city. Delightful. Neat, but they're still just chunks of wood, right? I mean, kids' toys are usually pretty cheap. Now just wait a minute, Ruggy. Whoa, jeez, I did not know you could yell that loud, Ida. Look closer. See the joints? What's this about joint locks now? The shoulders, the elbows, the wrists are all articulated parts designed to be moved. Yes, that's a more modern one. They used to be carved from a whole block of wood, but over time demand for greater levels of detail arose and they began making parts separately, or so I'm told. Both techniques take serious craftsmanship. These figures are incredibly detailed, Reggie. So, this isn't some garage kit. It's fully scratched, built from wood. I've never seen anything like this before. So, these have to be made by some famous master craftsman. Don't care. Wood's still just wood. If it's not valuable, I'm not interested. Hey, don't knock it. A detailed figure like this could fetch hundreds of thou marks easy. Huh? Well-made figurines aren't just toys. They're works of art. You wouldn't believe the premiums they can go for. These ones here are a few thou marks each. Are you saying I could get 100 times that on resale or even more? Okay, you've piqued my interest. Tell me all about them. I'll get some for Ortho too. Oh good, I'm glad Ada's enjoying himself. He's been quiet. I was worried he might be feeling under the weather. Thank you, Rollo. Well, that wasn't the point I was trying to make, but still. There's a trick. What's that sparkly thing at the next stall? Ah, it's a glass mobile, very pretty. They're popular here. People like to hang them in windows. That said, we don't normally buy ready-made ones. You don't? You mean this is handmade? Indeed, each house makes their own from scrap materials they collect. This still selling handmade good for tourists, no doubt. Most people craft at home are made from used bottles, broken dishware, extra decorations, and so on. They're so beautiful it's hard to believe they're made from what is essentially junk. I find there's a certain modesty in their bright shine, a fine decoration, wouldn't you agree? Such beauty! The sunshine takes down different hues when shining through the glass. The red passionate lips, the yellow of a freshly bitten nectarine, the green early summer trees, and the blue of Soleil. It's a kaleidoscope stained glass that shifts when viewed from different angles. I should get one for Phil. You see the world through the eyes of a poet. Now that was some good shopping. What's this y'all looking at, Rook? Rollo told it's glass, isn't it pretty? Aw man, I was hoping for gems, not glass. Never mind, interest is gone. Ruggy, on the other hand, is a mammonist through and through. It's rather relaxing to listen to the glass pieces clinking together. It sounds like you've taken a shine to it, Silver. Perhaps you could pick one up as a souvenir? I considered it, but I think Father would prefer something flashier and more fun. Oh, getting something for your dad, huh? Are you actually going to ship it back home? It's good to honor your parents. It's not part of the flea market, but there's a store with handcrafted goods a bit further up. Some of their wares are entertaining. I imagine he'd enjoy the selection there if he likes flashy things, and allow me to show you the way. Here's what I'd recommend. Are these handkerchiefs? Plain blue handkerchiefs? No offense, but these look way more basic than those glass mobiles. Ah, there's a trick to them. Shopkeep, I'd like to buy one of these. Here you go, sir. Now observe. Huh? I thought that sharp noise was some kind of attack. Looks like it's just red smoke and confetti. Oh la la, that startled me. Silver just tackled and covered us in one swoop. What kind of guy just busts out in a Donus move like that so instinctively? What was that? Thank you for giving the exact reaction I expected. In fact, it was even better. This is the type of firework when you blow strongly into the handkerchief, it sets off a noisemaker and smoke. My, how curious. I didn't feel any heat from it, yet it still generated noise and smoke. Does it use magic rather than gunpowder? I gotta admit, hiding a trick like that in plain held handkerchief is pretty rad. What would you even use it for, though? Oh, children use these to play pranks on one another. I'm told some also use them as a distraction so they can run from grown-ups who are scolding them. It's pretty well made for a basic prank. I love this kind of stuff. It's flashy, loud, and fun. Sounds like it ticks all the boxes for you, Silver. I don't know, man. It's a kid's toy. Would it really be good for a dad? You're right, Ada. This would make a fine gift. It would? Father loves surprising people. I'm sure he'd enjoy a unique handkerchief just like this one. Ah, your dad sounds like one playful dude. He is. A bundle of fun and cheer all around. Shopkeep, I'd like to purchase this. Silver's such a good kid. Oh my gosh. Glad you like it. I'm always happy to help someone do something nice for their parents. Should go check up on the others. Merci, Rollo. Our walk with you has been most entertaining. Yeah, thanks. Well, we all got what we wanted and with plenty of time to spare. Yes, we don't have to meet up with the others quite yet. What should we do next? What was that noise? Ooh, I feel alive again. What are you drinking, Ida? Famous Fleur City grape juice. It's grape-tastic. Why? When did you even buy that? And who ditches their group to get a drink just for themselves? You're a junior. You're supposed to be more mature. Dude, you don't have to go full aggro on me. Unlike you guys, my stamina's non-existent. My fatigue meter is beyond max right now. So I was replenishing my sugar and water before I keeled over. Wouldn't want you guys to just leave me collapsed on the street. That looks good. I was just getting thirsty myself. Likewise, perhaps we could all go get some drinks. Count me in. I hear someone behind us, Grim. Yep. I'll admit, I was a bit concerned when I saw the roster for Team Star, but I can see you're all out and about doing field work as a proper group. More or less, just barely. We are about to go buy some grape juice. Ida was telling us about it. Oh, that's a fine idea. Floor grapes are delicious. Emmeline, you should try some as well. I say we join them. Well, here's where I got my grape juice. Let's see. Grapes for sale. Available for eating by the bunch. We can also juice them for you. Choice is yours. Whether enjoyed as a whole or as a drink, you'll see why they're the jewels of our city. You'd even break the 5-second rule for them. That's what the signboard says. And I note they do in fact sell baskets of fresh grapes. I suppose people just stroll around eating them. How unusual. Sounds like they choke on the seeds that way. That's why I always make sure to chew them up real good. What a tough choice. Fresh grapes or grape juice. What are you gonna get? I want the juice. I mean the grapes. I like actual grapes, yes. That's what I'm talking about. You can really savor them that way and they're more filling. I'm gonna get me some fresh grapes too. I see you like to live adventurously, Ricky. Would you be willing to show me your technique for crushing grape seeds with your molars? I'm most intrigued. I'm gonna say no. It's nothing special, so you can just not look at me, thanks. Ugh. Y'all just made it hard to decide. Now I want both. As much as I'd like to buy you both, it wouldn't be fair to the other students if I did. You must be judicious with the funds as the head mage gave you. Never fear, Grim. I shall pay for my dear underclassmen. Oh, for real? Nice. You're the man, Rook. Okay, I'll pay too. Oh, dear me. My apologies, Ida. Have I overstepped and put undue pressure on you? This is simply my way of showing gratitude to our group for spending the day with me. Think nothing of it. That only adds to the pressure here. I mean, it's not like a few drinks are gonna break the bank for me anyway, so I'll cover half. You will? Thank you. Sweet, now I can get both. I gladly accept. I'm greatly humbled by your generosity. Hunt Shroud, you've both shown laudable consideration. I hope the rest of you appreciate it. Oh, you bet I do, Ada. Rook, you guys rock. Thanks a bunch. I'm gonna start with the juice. Now that's a tart one. It does go down smoothly. Perhaps it's a concentrated juice with that. Perhaps because it's a concentrated juice, the rich grape flavor is enhanced, but in any case, it's delicious. Grapes are rich and satisfying on their own as well. Wow, it's like sweeter than sugar. I've never had grapes this sweet before. The vendor told me they got vineyards outside the city. That's right, grapes are Floor City's specialty crops, and they're a popular thing to give loved ones. Even now, the people running the vineyards selectively breed their grapes to try and create better varieties. So I could eat even better grapes next time I'm down? Alright, planning your next visit, huh? You might be getting ahead of yourself, Grim. That was a real treat. Well, I'll be checking in on the other groups now. Do continue learning, everyone. Thank you for the lovely time, Professor Train, and of course Emily and Grim too. See you soon. Later. Next time, huh? I gotta make sure Ortho can give some of these grapes then. And for that, right now... Okay, what do we do? What do we check out next? I'm down for more food if you guys are paying. Can Ortho eat food? Or is that what Ida was implying? That by the next time they come, he'll have, like, upgraded Ortho enough to be able to like, consume food or all that stuff, because he doesn't have a mouth either, does he? Because he's just like a robot mostly, or a cyborg, something like that. So interesting. I'd like to thank you all as well, actually. Please let me know what you want and I'll help you find it. Truly? Then would you assist me in finding souvenirs for everyone? Right now, I just have to make it through these next few extrovert-filled days. That's right, Ida, just keep chucking along. Now, I'm guessing... Yep. Very nice, very nice. Let's go. Group 1, assemble! You don't have to shout at the top of your lungs. We can hear you just fine. We must not keep Malleus waiting. So group 1 is myself, Sebek, Rosehearts, and Viper. I hope we'll all have an enjoyable time. So do I, Malleus. I was worried when Sebek started arguing and insisting that he join Malleus's group, but honestly, I'm glad he has a proper guard. Of course, Malleus's safety shall always be my first priority. For my part, I'm interested in broadening my horizons by learning more about the city's history. I did some reading prior to our departure, but that's no substitute for experiencing a place firsthand. What of the rest of you? I certainly have no objections. I think it's a wonderful approach. I was also hoping to learn more about the city. Agreed. I'd like to see the sights and get the real Floor City experience. Ah, so you're all interested in learning more about history. I applaud your mindset. Jeez Louise, I thought this was group 1, not boring. We could learn a thing or two from them. You're interested as well, Emily? There's some spots I could recommend. They impressed me greatly when I saw them years back. They're not for tourists, though, so you won't find them on their maps. Would you like me to show you around? You don't mind? I'd be happy to have you, Professor. Then I believe we'll have a place to start. Shall we get going? Here we are. Oh my. I believe we're under one of the bridges that connects to Noble Bell College. I didn't even notice at first there was a pathway when we were on the bridge. This is the entrance to an underground waterway. As Flamme mentioned, the Bell of Solace is the heart of Floor City, but it wouldn't be an exaggeration to say these waterways are its nervous system. They developed alongside the city itself. Ah, so these are the waterways that run throughout the city. They're all made of stone, just as I read. They all look rather old. Ah yes, it's a complex so vast, not even the locals know its entirety. I've read about them as well. They were built so the whole city could use the water from the soil. Yes, though that's not their only function. Here's a question for the class. What other historic purpose do these waterways serve? Escape routes? I can answer that. Shh, don't spoil the fun now. Not everyone did research beforehand, remember? A fine point, Spec. What do you think the answer is? Huh? You're asking me? In my legion's presence, I absolutely have to get this right. Professor, I request a hint. How gallant. Very well, this isn't the only entrance. There are many hidden throughout the city. Throughout the city, you say? Sit back, the waterways are right in front of you. Enter them and look around for yourself. Yes, sir. It's pleasantly cool in here. There are pathways wide enough for people to walk down on both sides of the water. It's too dark to see much, but I presume the walkways continue for a while. Judging from the wind, there are side passages as well. It's no use. I feel close, but the answer still eludes me. Okay, bored now. How about you give up on this stupid question and move on? It's been mere minutes. Give it a little longer. Here's another hint. What would you do if your liege tried to take a walk through here alone? My liege? Alone? Why, I would insist on accompanying him, of course. Who knows what kind of manner of miscreants could be lurking in the shadows waiting to strike? Aha! I have it. Do people use to hide in these tunnels? Correct, Spec. Many tales claim that this place served as a hideout for some residents. Not even I know what sorts of people would stay here, but it's quiet and cool down here. Perhaps it was actually comfortable. The literature I read said some residents even referred to the hideouts as court. It's fascinating. Well done, Sigvold. That little hint spurred your imagination led you to the correct answer. Haha, it's a simple question indeed for a proud guardian of the great Malleus. Whatever. Even I got it. Even now, these waterways mark the lives of people who are often made invisible by Floral City's outward prosperity. There's a great way to learn about the area's history. Yes, and I prefer the quiet here to the noisier sections of town. I could spend a rather long while here. Yes, they're not exactly a tourist attraction. The most foot traffic they get is from the occasional local out for a stroll. I happened upon this place when I vacationed here years ago, and it was just as quiet then. It was a great spot to relax after my many hours of tiring sightseeing. So this place really was more of a memorable date spot for you and your wife. My own history is hardly a topic of interest, I assure you. Where did you rest exactly? I like to see it myself. I'm interested to hear more about your travels with your wife. This discussion is over. For what reason? Malleus just asked you a question. You have a proper answer. True, if you give us a deeper understanding of this place's history, by all means, tell us more. You guys gotta stop. Okay, yeah, drop it. I said the discussion was over. I apologize, I was only engaging in some light banter. I had no idea those three would show such an interest in the topic. Really now, you should know better than to tease your teachers, Viper, though in the other's case they appear entirely earnest. At any rate, let's go back up to the top. Apologies for making you listen to an old man reminiscing. An apology is hardly warranted. This was quite a novel experience. You know, I just realized it's been unusually quiet. Is Grim not with us? Now that you mention it, he isn't. Where'd he go? He better not be causing any trouble. Look, there he is on the other side of the bridge. He's standing stock still in front of some building. When did he sneak off? Alright everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and end it off right here. We'll be back tomorrow with part 2 of book 2, so yeah, it'll just be a little transition right now, and I'll see you then. Alrighty guys, it's the next day yet again. It's the 14th today, so we didn't finish book 2 the other night like I wanted to, but we're gonna go ahead and do that tonight, and maybe we'll power through and finish the whole thing, we'll see. Because I really don't want to miss out like I did last time, so we're we're gonna go ahead and start it again, so let's go. A traditional hairstyle. Now see here, Grim, it is unacceptable for you to make trouble for my liege. Wow, Malleus just looks like, what? What are you looking at, Grim? Red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white, what? He's not even blinking. What is he muttering? Okay, Grim, you're a little concerning me a little bit now, Grim. I can't stop watching this spinny thing. It's making me dizzy. Are you referring to this post right here? It's a barber shop. Oh my god. It's a barber's pole. Typically indicated they typically indicate a barber shop. I can see staff in white uniforms standing next to old, fancy red chairs inside. With all that on top of you seeing a barber pole in this day and age, it must be pretty old-fashioned and operated. You think so? Barbershops in Briar Valley all look similar to this one. See, it rather takes me back. I wonder if my old barber is still faring well. I used to go in twice a month. Twice a month? That's a lot of barber visits. My sister only goes once a month for a trim. A proper guard of Malleus must always be properly groomed. He looks so proud of that. Oh my gosh. I approve of how immaculate your hair always is, Sigvolt. Many of our students could learn from your example. It's the least I could do in service to such a noble figure. How often do you get your hair cut back home, Jamil? I've been growing my hair out since middle school, so I didn't visit the barber too often. I'd get the ends evened out once every few months at most. It's more work to take care of my hair, though. If anyone here is stringent about their appearance, it's Riddle. What would you do about your hair in the Queendom of Roses? I would go to the barber's once a month. My mother scheduled my appointments for me. It was always at the same time with the same person and the same cut and style. It's important for everything to look neat and trim. That's why I keep my hair short. I cut it myself when I first came to our school. Truly? Do you still do so? Cater did not want me doing it for some reason, so now I go to a barber in town just like everyone else. You should probably thank Cater for that. Carter? Come on. What about you, Malleus? I would summon my personal hairdresser to the castle. Goodness, that's royalty for you. But I grew tired of how much of a production it was each time. Sometimes I'd ask Lily to cut my hair while he was doing silvers. Man, they're really into haircuts. I should totally, the shop's got a poster. What's it say? Elevate your trip by trying a traditional Floor City hairstyle. Ah, so this shop offers traditional hairstyling for tourists to try. I've seen businesses like that in the Scalding Sands. Ooh, really? Can I try one? It does say anyone is welcome, so it's possible, according to the sign at least. What hair would you trim, Grim? What would you constitute a traditional Floor City hairstyle, though? Weren't tall wigs popular in the Shaftlands years ago? Yes, they were fashionable among aristocracy, along with faux moles on your face. I believe the townspeople admired the styles and donned similar wigs on festival days. I don't think that fashion was unique to Floor City. It was popular in many countries. Okay, Grim, I talked to the staff. They told me this hairstyle was especially popular in Floor City back in the day. Oh my god. What is that? Wood shavings. In the old days, they would shape these to look like hair and affix them to people's heads. Wanna try it? Yeah, right. I ain't dumb. I know nobody would put wood shavings on their heads. What better decoration could there be for someone who thinks of not but eating, sleeping, and frolicking? Oh yeah? You'd look great with them, Grim. So amazing. Then you wear them. Here, I'll put some all up in your hair. No! Come now, it's rude to cause such a commotion in public. If you freshmen don't rein yourselves in, it'll be off with your heads. Pardon the whatever. But speaking of commotions, for all the people here, no one seems to realize that the Malleus Draconia is with us. I wonder if that's due to his hat camouflaging his horns. Plenty of people are dressed in much flashier ensembles. Maybe they think the horns are a part of his costume. It's good they don't recognize him, though. I was worried we might draw too many crowds and then we'd have trouble walking around. Agreed. After all, we can hardly use wood shavings to conceal his horns. Were you just discussing my horns? No, never. Grim's pitching a fit. I think that's our cue to move on. We should check on the other groups anyway. What will your group be doing next? I was thinking of walking around and learning a bit more about local culture. Would that be acceptable to everyone? Absolutely. What eager students you all are. I'm truly proud. I'm sure I don't need to worry about any of you, but do be careful exploring. Yes, Professor, thank you for joining us. Our time together was most enjoyable, and Emily and Grim, I'll see you both later. Quite fearless. Where to next? According to the map, the shopping district is right up ahead. Sheep? Oh, goat. It's a white goat, and a small one at that. A goat in the middle of town? It doesn't have a collar either. Does that mean it's wild? Look again, it has a golden earring. It doesn't appear to be wild. Oh, you're right. It's friendly too. It's clearly used to being around people. Do not cozy up to Malleus, goat. Now you're jealous of a goat? This is so pathetic to watch. I wonder if it ran away from its owner, though a goat is an unusual choice for a pet. That goat is no pet. It's not wild either, mind you. Oh, hello, Arlo. Are you making your rounds? Just so. I was slightly concerned about how you were all faring. If the goat isn't a pet and it isn't wild, then what is it? It's cared for by the whole city. You might call it a community goat. I've heard of community cats, but never goats. We consider goats to be bringers of good luck here in Floor City. We treat them with care. They say if you're kind to one, it will come running to your aid when you're in trouble. Interesting. That fact wasn't in any of the books I read before coming here. They're considered ordinary animals here, the same as cats and dogs. It hardly merits writing about. They're highly regarded here, then we must be careful in how we treat them. It seems to have taken a shine to you, Malleus. Look the way it follows you around. How unusual. Most animals tend to be afraid of me. You must be quite fearless, little one. Ah, wait a minute. What is it, Jamil? Nothing. You clearly stopped yourself from saying something. It makes me wonder what you're hiding. I was just thinking maybe the goat saw Malleus's horse. I think it's one of them. Oh no. One of them. Wretched goat, how dare you? You presume to treat my liege as one of your brethren? Your piddly horns are nothing compared to his. No, poor goat. Now you're leaping and bounding about? Get back here, you shall pay for your insolence. Sebek, you're making a scene. That's not a good idea. Don't chase it. What part of we treat them with care do you not... Did you not understand? He looks rightfully annoyed. I apologize for his appalling lack of manners. Look, the goat's hopping just out of Sebek's reach. Is it teasing him? Oh yes, our city goats are rather clever. They also sometimes help local businesses by hauling goods. The smarter they are, the more mischievous they can be, but we love them all the same. He doesn't fear me at all. What an amusing creature. I like it. What? Wretched goat, you must learn your place. Again, you're not in competition with a goat. What would you like? Time certainly flies when you're strolling through the city. I'm curious to see what kind of souvenirs they have here, but we don't have much time before the meetup. Yes, we can't be late for the rendezvous. Tardiness would be entirely unacceptable. You sound very empathetic about that. Then perhaps you should head to the rendezvous point soon. You'll find plenty of souvenirs in the festival square. Is there anything else that you'd like to see before you go? Spec, what would you like to do? Huh? Me, sire? Yes, I'd like to hear your thoughts as the youngest of our group. Why, I wouldn't dream of asking you to indulge any requests of mine. I don't mind. We were discussing this very thing with Rosehearts and Viper while you were chasing the goat. You're a freshman. I'm willing to humor a little self-indulgence on your part. Agreed, so go on, don't be shy. I can tell by the look of your face you have something in mind. Not at all. My interests are the same as all of your studying history and being hungry. Their faces. Now I see. Hungry. No, I'm really not. It's alright, I'm interested in trying some local foods myself. Yes, it might be nice to experience some of Floor City's culinary offerings. Flamme, are there any good eateries in this area you would recommend? You want my recommendation? Alright, then come with me. Sorry about this, human. Let's roll a flamme to you. Unusually salty. This place is good for simple local fare. Is it a cafe? I noticed there's a lot of outdoor seating. It's actually a fromagerie? Fromagerie? A store that specializes in cheese. Oh, yes, I can see an array of different cheeses inside. Oh, I read about this. Fleur City's famous for its cheese. Is this a well-known store, Rollo? One of the better-known ones? Yes, our city has a great many. Bread and cheese have been a staple of ours for a long while, and nowadays we produce many different types of cheese. This particular establishment also runs a cafe, and their menu is themed around their cheeses. That makes sense now that you mention it. I see people sitting outside all have pieces of bread that are loaded with cheese. Well, now that I've gotten you here, I'll be taking my leave. Sorry for the extra trouble, Flamme. You have my gratitude, human. Once again, my name is Rollo Flamme. Do enjoy your time in Fleur City. I'll put in our food and drink orders. Malleus, you and everyone else are welcome to have a seat and wait. Alright, I have our snacks. Wow, it smells amazing. Fresh baked baguette, a sandwich with ham and cheese. So much cheese, in fact, it's spilling out the sides. I'll have one. This is rather nice. I enjoy the richness of the cheese. They said it was goat cheese. There were too many kinds of cheese to choose from, so I picked the most popular items on the menu. Again with the goats, huh? They really do love them around here. The cheese is softening from the heat of the baguette. I find that it gives a distinctive lingering aftertaste. Yes, it has a nice depth of flavor and pairs well with the saltiness of the ham. One would never be able to truly appreciate this without sampling it firsthand, even if they had all the knowledge in the world. Hands-on experiences are most intriguing. I wonder if Lilia had the same sandwich when he visited Floor City. I should thank him for encouraging me to come on this trip. The sandwich has cheese made from cow's milk as well as grape compote. By all means, try it. That sounds delicious. Certainly, just as soon as I have a drink. What's this? The coffee you made me is rather sweet. It has milk in it as well. Did you perhaps... Yes, I must have your coffee. I assume you accidentally switched them. My apologies, sire. Oh, you take your coffee with milk and sugar, Spec? I merely happen to be in the mood for it is all. It's not like I can't stand black coffee or anything. Why are you so defensive? It's nothing to be embarrassed about. People have different tastes, But you get hung up on the strangest things. Not everything has to be a point of pride. Jamil is right. In fact, there was an incident just recently where you dug your heels in over a matter of personal pride during a club meeting, and I prefer if you refrain from discussing my blunders in Malleus's presence. Actually, I'd like to hear about this, Rose Hearts. I'm curious. I'm most curious to know what Spec is like normally. You have it all wrong, my liege. I always come forward myself in a way that befits my status as your guard. I'll content myself with knowing that you're bonding with people from outside Briar Valley. It's reassuring. Oh, Malleus, such kind words. Are you crying? This cheese is unusually salty. We'll sorrow your tears. Let's finish up and move on, shall we? We still have much more of the city to enjoy.